Hey folks, it's Troy again here, and let's do another pen mail video / review. And wanted to share with you today, brand new to the market, the TWSBI GO. This arrived for me just this morning, so wanted to share this with you. The first time I tried recording this, I hadn't had it inked up, so it is inked up now. But here's how the TWSBI GO arrives. For those of you who are into packaging and you like TWSBI products, I'm going to whip out a couple boxes by comparison. So when they first arrive, this is what it looks like for the VAC 700R. It's got the same kind of TWSBI logo on it, brown paper sleeve. And this is what my TWSBI ECO came with. And the TWSBI ECO came this way. I don't believe it had a cardboard sleeve on it whatsoever when I got it. So anyway, this is what I had, and I'm not going to whip out the other TWSBI 580, which was just a cardboard, a plastic box like this. Again, not a cardboard sleeve, because actually the Diamond 580 I bought secondhand, and quite honestly, I didn't feel like digging through the box for where I keep all these boxes to be able to find it. So anyway, this is the TWSBI GO packaging. So let's go with it from here. This slides out here, so it's a little tight fit right now. There you go. Pull this out. When it first arrives, there is a sticky circle here that acts as tape to hold it closed, and another one right here. I already took those off, and voila! This is how your TWSBI GO arrives. Now, first time I tried recording this video, actually it was uninked, and at this point I'd already this is post-production. I've already done all the videoing and I couldn't use the footage that I had. So this is what the TWSBI GO looks like when it comes to you. It does come with an instruction booklet, not extremely detailed because it's actually a very simple pen, and you will see that when we get a little further into the video. So what were my first impressions of the TWSBI GO? Now, I'm not much on packaging, so I'm not really going to get into that a whole lot. I don't have any problems with the way it came. First, taking a look at it, I saw it on the internet, decided it was something that I might want to invest in, especially for the price. The company from which I purchased, Birmingham Pens, had a special. You buy the pen for about 18 bucks and you get a free bottle of ink. So I went ahead and purchased and got a free bottle of ink, and you'll see that ink a little later on in this video. So, first impression, it's a little cheaply made. I mean, I don't think it's ugly. It does not have a clip on it at all. So for those of you who like clips, sorry. But you look here, you got molded into the plastic the TWSBI logo right there, and you've got this little loop right there, I'm assuming for a lanyard connection if you wanted to do that kind of thing. It's got the TWSBI logo up there on the finial, and on the bottom, not a whole lot. It is a slip cap, and like I said, this feels a lot cheaper than most of the other TWSBI, so if you're familiar with TWSBI, you'll be probably a little disappointed in the feel of it. It feels like supposedly this is a plastic or a resin, and it feels a little cheap by comparison. So, but then again, it's an $18 pen, so this is the part that's disappointing to me. Right in here, I mean, it's okay, I can deal with it, but this feels like a really cheap plastic here, and it probably is. It's a clear plastic, which I kind of like. And then you got the barrel here, which is perfectly round and smooth all the way around, and the barrel will come open, and there you go. You'll see a little further later on in the video, before I had inked all this up, that this was perfectly clear, so you'll get a chance to see what that looks like. Because like I said, I'm having to re-record this section of the video. And if you look, there's the what the TWSBI nib looks like on this particular model. Taking a look at the plastic cap, you can see that it's got a seal cap, or an inner cap that's meant to seal the pen. Hopefully that'll work very nicely. It's a little different than I've seen, especially because it's a clear demonstrator cap, which I kind of like as well. And again, it's a snap to fit cap. So that's my first impression of the TWSBI GO. Alright, you're seeing it as I am. I have yet to ink this pen up, but let's go ahead and do that right now. The TWSBI GO, just because I can, and I've got a few minutes with which to do it. Again, slip cap, set that aside, twist off barrel, and let's fill it with the boysenberry south side boysenberry. Help if I turned the bottle and actually looked at it. So. And with a simple plunge and release, I've got a full ink reservoir. Let's do a quick writing sample with the TWSBI GO. So here we go. Does it post? Yes, it posts nice, firm, and secure. It is not a heavy pen whatsoever. It's a very lightweight pen, so this does not backweight the pen. It does not feel out of balance whatsoever. I do enjoy the length. The section, it seems a little bit long, and like I said, it's a little slick because it's a fairly inexpensive plastic. That doesn't bother me, though. I mean, I see other pens that are that way, and I use them just fine. So this is the first time putting pen to paper. Let's see how it works. So the TWSBI GO. Now, I can tell you I ordered a medium. This actually writes more like a fine to me, and it's not incredibly smooth. Not at all to me, thus far. So for like an $18 pen, let's see how, over time, if it is reliable. Is it, was it worth the money? I don't know. Let's keep writing just a little bit. And like I said, this is a Birmingham pens purchase, and the ink is the Southside Market boysenberry. Why boysenberry for me? Well, I got to admit, when I used to go to IHOP or restaurants like that when I was growing up, boysenberry syrup was actually one of my very favorite pancake syrups of all time. So that's why I chose the boysenberry. I've always liked the taste of boysenberry. Can you get some line variation? You sure can. You can probably hear an awful lot of feedback. So let's see how it does quickly. It seems to be keeping up with me. And my writing sucks. I already know that. I've known that for years. No need to tell me. Alright, here's a size comparison of the general class of the TWSBI GO, of some of them that I had on hand, and by class I mean within the same price range. So you get your TWSBI GO. Here's a Lamy Vista, the ubiquitous Pilot Metropolitan. It seems everybody who's ever owned a fountain pen must have a Pilot Metropolitan. That's why I include it. And here would be the Schaefer Pop, which came out within the last year. This is the Yoda version. Yeah, I kind of like Yoda. Always have Yoda on my desk. And the new Platinum, or at least new to me, Platinum Plaisir. By way of update, since my last video, I have inked up that pen, and it writes very, very well, very smoothly, a pleasant surprise, so I was glad for that. Alright, this is a comparison of the TWSBI family that I have here on hand. This, of course, is the brand new Go that just came out. I have not inked it up yet, as you can see. Here is the TWSBI Eco that I had just showed you a few moments ago. Here is the TWSBI Diamond 580 AL model. Both of the, see, that one is out of ink now. I need to flush it. This one is getting out of ink. And here the VAC 700R is also running low on ink, so it won't be long before I'm going to have to flush that sucker out too. But you know, about $18 for this particular pen. This runs for what, 25 to 27, somewhere in that price range, and these are retailing for $65 and about $70 respectively. So just to give you an idea. All right, the TWSBI Go. For a pen that retails somewhere around 18 bucks, is it worth it? You know, I don't know. If it was me, I would spend the extra $10 and get a TWSBI Eco, maybe. Maybe spend an extra $2 and get that Platinum Plaisir. Maybe, I don't know. The TWSBI Go, I bought it because of the filling mechanism, which I've been wondering why pen companies don't do this as it is, because it is a very simple piston draw filling mechanism. Does it live up to the other TWSBIs? No, but I didn't quite expect it to. I mean, I knew when I saw pictures of it and videos of it that it wasn't quite as good in its construction and not as classy looking. And it's got a, pretty much a standard nib, which is actually probably not a bad thing. If you wanted to change it out for like another number 5 nib, you could probably do that. Is it something though that I would buy again, or that I want to give my wife or my kids? Probably not. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, it's got some things I like about it. I like the clear cap. You got the TWSBI logo there on the finial. There's nothing but a hole back here. To me, it looks fairly plain, which is probably the minimalistic look that they were going for. I do like the demonstrator concept. I like the idea that you've got the clear section. I like clear sections a lot. So you've got the feed, it's got the black feed. What would have been cooler though is if they included a clear feed instead of dark. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, you saw it didn't really have any skipping. It did well as far as feeding ink immediately. Didn't have to prime it, didn't have to play with it after drawing up ink, which I would expect not. It's got a very simple piston filling mechanism. It's not difficult to fill. Sometimes you got to do 2 or 3 times with a converter. In this one, the first time I plunged it, it didn't do a whole lot, probably because I didn't have it deep enough into that bottle. That's the downside of having bottles shaped like this. They're a little difficult to work with. I like shorter, fatter bottles with a wider mouth to them, and that is the downside of filling with these, I found. And I got a buttload of these bottles here on my shelf. That's just my personal opinion. I've inked 2 different pens up today. You can tell I've got some purple, I've got some black. So a little bit of Diamine Onyx Black from my wife's Mont Blanc that I just re-inked today, and I've got this boysenberry ink on me. So my personal opinion thus far, just first impressions, it's okay. To me, this is a $10 pen. This is not an $18 or $20 pen. That's just my personal opinion. I think TWSBI should come down on for what you're getting, should probably come down a little bit on the price point. At $10 I wouldn't be quite as disappointed, and these are just my first impressions. It may change over time.